Let me change this thumbnail. I don't know, I got Britney Spears in my brain. Change this thumbnail and then we'll get to cooking. We already got a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Oy. Nope. 1 second. No, I'm just making a thumbnail. Really wish YouTube would up their thumbnail quality. It's very annoying having to redo it every damn time. There it goes. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, y'all. Let's talk about this. Chat's getting lit already. Yes, another new Leica. I can't be stopped. I don't know. I have 3. I don't even have my mic on me. Sorry. Oh, it's on the MacBook mic. Hang on, let me fix that. My hair's stuck in the mic. Why is not this shown? There we go. All right. I have 3 or 4 stories that I want to document soon. They all require travel around the Southwest. So hopefully, I don't know, spring. What's up? What up, what up, what up? Okay, I will be shooting them all for the first time. Pretty nervous. Any advice? Lots. There's like an untapped resource of advice I can give you. So it might be easier if you tell me if you have questions for me. That might help. As soon as I film it. So who knows? Running out of gas. I guess it was actually gas, not gas. It's when I buy a Leica, obviously, yes, there's a part gas. Anytime I buy anything, there's a use case for it usually. I can't think of a camera I bought where I'm like, I just want it. Yeah, I literally can't think of anything. Yeah, you'll see. We'll talk about it. Oh yes. Guys, Kofi's just jealous because he wants a Leica. Film talk. Have you thought of instant photos for a mixed media video? Instant film, also great soundtrack. Like a slideshow? And I don't know about all that. Okay, let me show a little bit of this new Leica here. Oh, I should probably clean up this desk a little bit, or this gear cart. So, what did I buy? Actually, let me get the other thing too, just so you guys can see the reasoning. Let me grab that bag. Uno momento, gentlemen. That's the EV1. Here's the MP. So, this is my film Leica. Let's swap this camera. This is my, wait, should we get into it? There's only 21 viewers. It is a Friday evening, so bad timing on my behalf. So this is my Leica MP. This is very similar to the Leica M6 that you guys have probably seen a lot here on YouTube. The differences on this is purely just build quality. This thing's made out of full brass. It's a glossy black paint, so brass will start showing. I don't know if I'll be able to show it via the stream. Let me see. I have some brassing somewhere. A little bit on the thumb guy here. I think I've had this camera for, I don't know, a year now maybe less, I'm not sure. But this is fully mechanical. So no matter if I'm at 1000 shutter speed or a second shutter speed, it's all mechanical. The only battery on here is under this guy right here. The battery is purely for metering. That's it. The camera can fully operate to its full potential without a battery, except for the meter. Absolutely love this thing, but there's some shoots where I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't be using this on certain shoots because I am beating the hell out of this thing, which the Leica M series cameras, that's kind of their thing. They're made to be just, you know, bricks and tanks. So it can take it, but you know, I am a little bit more romantic about this camera and I love using it. You guys can see some of the damage on it right here. So I love using it, and these Leicas are made to be used rough. Again, there's stories of Leica stopping bullets and everything. But I do feel a little guilty thrashing on this thing so hard because this is supposed to be a beautiful, you know, like the top end, just beautiful camera. So I started to do some more research. My main research started because the max shutter speed on here is only 1/1000, sadly. So you guys know I love shooting wide open. I do have the new Leica Noctilux that I did the video on. Is this it? No, this is the arm mount. Where's my Noctilux? Oh, it's right here. So this is the new 35 f1.2 Leica lens here. And when you're pairing it onto a film Leica, you need NDs because the max shutter speeds are only 1000. So anyways, I started going on a deep dive. There's a couple other non-Leica cameras I might pick up at some point because they have 1/4000, but they're more like digital film cameras. So, you know, there's no crank on it or anything like that. And then also, if you guys do want to hear the shutter here, love it. So yeah, anyways, that's been my main Leica film camera for a while now. But I picked up this. This is pretty much the latest and most recent M-body film camera that Leica released. I think this originally came out in 2001 or something like that. This was, I think, the first or second time they did an electronic shutter. So we're on here, it's a cloth shutter. I'll show you guys it right here. So you can't like shoot straight into the sun with the lens on because you will burn a hole through the cloth of the shutter. But I'll show you. So you can see that's shutter open, shutter closed. So that has a cloth shutter in there. It's all mechanical again. So this is a mechanical shutter. This has an electronic controlled shutter. So as you go through the film speeds, the shutter speeds, you're, you know, it's dictating it electronically, if that makes sense. The big thing on this though, is the fact that you could put it into aperture priority mode. So there is a lot of times where I'm shooting faster paced things and I have to take my eye out of the viewfinder to double check that my shutter speed is good and that I'm not going into a slower shutter speed. So it's not a huge thing, but it is a thing that, you know, once again, you know, the whole point of these cameras is to kind of slow you down a little bit and enjoy the process of creating a photograph. But there's times where, you know, I don't need to be too slow. I need to be a little bit faster. So having this in aperture priority is going to help. Aside of that, you know, this is a very similar build quality to the MP. So I do believe this is also made out of brass on the top plate and the bottom plate. So that's good. I love the brass fillings. And this also has a similar viewfinder to the MP. So you can see that blue coating there. The MP has that as well. So the original M6 that I got, I miss that camera. I wish I never got rid of it, but the reason I got rid of it is because it didn't have this coating. I would have to upgrade the viewfinder. So this has that as well. So when I'm shooting the desert, I won't have to worry about that. And then the final big reason I got this, it shows the shutter speed in the viewfinder. The MP doesn't do that. The MP just has 2 arrows and a circle. The circle is basically showing you when you have your exposure set, where this guy will show you the actual shutter speed. So if I'm on a faster shoot, say I'm shooting rodeo stuff or cowboy stuff, I won't have to remove my eye from the viewfinder. I'll be able to you know, see the shutter speed and make sure it's not too slow. So that was a big reason I got this. So again, at the end of the day, it's gonna be, and the times where I know my camera's gonna be getting thrashed, I want to make sure, you know, this has been through enough already, and I just wanna, you know, baby this one a little bit more, because I am precious about this one. So this will be my workhorse. Downside is, since it is fully electric in terms of the metering and the shutter, if your batteries die on you, there's only 2 shutter speeds that will work. I think it's 1/6, or yeah, 1/60th will work for you. And oh yeah, these 2 right here. It basically shows you a little thing right here. So 1/60th will work for you, and 1/25th will work mechanically. So that's basically why I got this. This is gonna be now my workhorse, and this is gonna be my poetry. So, you know, when I'm wanting to unwind and enjoy photography and I'm not out there trying to chase crazy photographs, that's where this guy would come in. And also, I wanted a silver Leica. I don't have any silver Leicas. But yeah, I have to put a test roll through this. It looks like there's some weird pitting or something on here. This annoyingly won't stay up. Don't know why. But yeah, I'm very excited to start shooting with this. This is the a la carte version, at least they said it was. So basically, when this came out, you can order a custom version. So that's why I have this brown ostrich skin that will be staying on here. I won't be butchering it like I did with all my other Leicas. So yeah, that's the reason I got it. I am gonna show you guys a little bit of the first rangefinder I ever owned. This is what really got me started with loving rangefinders. This is still one of my favorite cameras. You can see I beat up on this one a lot, but one of the first times I shot the rangefinder, once again, the shots were like shots that I dreamed of getting. And as soon as I started using this, I was like, oh, that's how I can get those shots. I need a freaking rangefinder. At some point, I totally forgot about that, but this thing is annoying because the batteries can die very quickly on this. The viewfinder looks dirty and just not as clean and precise as this guy is. Obviously, this is fixed lens. Absolutely love this lens though. Again, some of my most favorite photographs I've shot over the past 15 years of my life coming from this, scanned on a Fuji Frontier. So yeah, maybe I'll do a video on this. You can see the similarities between the Leica and this Canon. I think they call this the poor man's Leica. So highly recommend this as a budget alternative. Yeah, now that I'm processing my own film at home, I think I need to do a dedicated video on this because this is what really got me started in all this stuff. But yeah, I just hate that the battery dies in this thing so easily. Anyways, let me just go through the chat here. For your first photo shoot, I guess more so posing the model, it will be outdoors at a flea market. Do your research, brother. So depending on if you are, you know, you got to search, just fucking get on Google. Look for similar photo shoots that you are aiming to do. Similar, you could do like, flea market fashion photo shoot or something, or flea market portrait photo shoot, market photo shoot, or look up area. So do like Chinatown's coming to my mind, like LA Chinatown. You'll probably have similar congestion at a flea market. Look up that, look up the poses. Save those poses. You can print them out into a little booklet, or you just save them on your phone. And so when you and the model are getting lost, you can refer back to that image. That's literally the biggest photo shoots in the world. They literally have all that type of stuff laying around ready for inspo. So, and then as you do it more and more, you just naturally start remembering different poses. I don't like going to set poses though. I like just you know, connecting with the model and trying new different things. And it kind of depends on your model too. Some models are very stiff and just like uncomfortable in front of the camera, and some models will just run the show. And I love working with those models because they make my job easier, obviously. Do you shoot auto white balance on Leica? I feel like white balance is a bit off at times. No, I control my white balance. My white balance is usually at 7200 Kelvin, and I'll push the tint more towards even a warmer tone, or I'll keep it in auto and I'll do the new feature that they added a couple of months back and add some warm tones to the auto white balance. Yeah, if you're shooting in RAW, then of course, yeah, adjusting in Lightroom. Man, this live is dead. This might be one of the most dead lives I've ever done, but dope. I guess we'll make this a short one for everybody who is here. Damn, set up all this lighting. But anyways, yeah, new Leica. I want to show you guys a photo book real quick though. Should I do the photo book or should I save it for another live? Let me see. I don't remember what the fuck I titled this live. What did I title it? What was I going to talk about? Lose my mind. Oh no. The dogs in my house know when it's 5 o'clock and they start begging for food. It's very annoying. Very annoying. Film talk, a photo book. Okay. What up, John? What up, brother? Guys, John, this is what I love about YouTube. John's one of those people that I always see in the comments, always very supportive. You know, he's a part of the community here on my channel. And he's always been very, again, just positive and supportive. And then he shared with me a documentary that he was a part of. And oh my God, I was shocked. It was such a fucking amazing documentary. And I'm not talking in terms of filmmaking or anything like that. I'm literally talking about in terms of, you know, them just making a great documentary. And the subject was important to myself. So John, if you have any info you want to share in the chat, feel free to drop the title and tell them where they can find it. Yeah, I got the 1.9 version. I'm pushing some film through now. Don't think the lens is quite as good, but it's classic. Yeah, the lens on this Canon QL17 is fucking wild. It is truly, this thing's insane. You guys can see too, I do have a VND, or no, I have a step up ring, but usually I have a VND on here just so I could shoot it wide open. I do the same exact thing, except I don't use VNDs, I use NDs because I don't want any polarization issues. But yeah, so usually I'm using NDs even on Leicas because the max shutter speeds on these rangefinders are only 1/1000, which is very annoying, but it's kind of one of those things we have to deal with as a Leica shooter or just rangefinder shooter. I don't think I have film in here. Let me open this guy up. Let's see. We'll ruin it together. Nope. So yeah, this is called the Canon QL17 because it stands for quick load. So I think this thing came out in the 70s or the 80s, or maybe even before that. So you obviously you put your film in there, that little door kind of clamps down on the film for you, or you guys can't see it, sorry. Let me turn up the ISO on here. So you put your film in there, that thing clamps down, shut that, and advance it. If I get that thing down, and then your film will be loaded from there. So absolutely love this thing. Again, this is the camera that got me in love with the rangefinder systems. So, and again, you guys can see Canon QL or aperture is a f1.7. Man, I'm like loopy right now. I cannot speak. But anyways, yeah, this thing's absolutely amazing. Again, though, the annoying thing is the viewfinder compared to a Leica. The viewfinder is pure garbage on this. There's a strong blue tint into it, and then the center patch is yellow tinted. There's no guide around the patch either. And then the light meter is over on the side, and sometimes that can be hard to see. In the desert, this thing's very hard to shoot with, and that's mainly where I was shooting it with. Another downside is too, max shutter speed on this guy is 1/500. So you're even more limited. So, you know, you need an ND or a VND to be able to shoot wide open on this thing. And that's where this camera really shines for me, is wide open. But you guys can see obviously too, it is made out of brass here. You can really see the brassing on this guy here. Let me slap a diopter on this lens here. Also, this is the Pixel 12K with the Viper 35, I think. And then we have the Blazer Talon 35 on the Nikon ZR. Where did those diopters go? Those diapers, diopter diapers. Where did they go? Oh wow, that's not important. But yeah, that Canon QL17's fucking dope. Highly recommend it. Anybody who wants to get a rangefinder and maybe can't afford a Leica. You don't need a Leica to, you know, enjoy photography. Yeah, dude, it's Quentin. That's a cool name, bro. Quentin McKim. What'd you say? Yeah, weather. I had to go to LA to buy this Leica. Oh, I should probably talk a little bit about the price if you guys are interested. So these things on eBay are going for like $400 to $4,500. I got this for 32. So I'm on the way there. I was like, I don't need this camera. Like I do need it, but a big part of it was a want as well. But I mean, I just told you guys all the reasons why it's gonna be different than my MP. But yeah, I'm happy I got it because I bet you in a few years, you know, I'll probably get double the amount. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Depends how much AI actually destroys our world. So, but anyways, the weather's crazy. It's freaking 90 degrees here in California right now. Was not expecting that. It feels great though, oh my God. Yeah, dude, next time I'm down in Arizona, the hard part is when I travel, usually it's because we're filming, and so it's always like I don't have much time to stop and talk and all that stuff, sadly. But I'm trying to learn to slow the fuck down and like breathe and enjoy life. But you know, there's just so much going on. I don't think you missed much. We're just chilling, talking about cameras and film. Heat 2. I heard they're filming Heat 2 on film to capture the groovy feel in 1990. Ooh, that's gonna be dope. Granted, Heat, the first Heat, looks pretty clean. I guess in today's world, it'd probably look a little more dirtier. All right, guys, John, this is John's documentary, American Scar, and it's on YouTube. The destruction of the environment near the Thana Otham Nation, which is my reservation, my tribe, is frightening. I spent 5 years documenting the, what's that word? Ecocide? Ecocide? Is that like a genocide, but eco? Huh, maybe I'm not as dumb as I think I am. Yeah, guys, it's a great documentary. It's a short one too. So please go look it up, watch it. If you are if you love wearing red hats, you'll probably hate it. But for everybody who's living in reality and has a brain, I think it will be enlightening, and a little bit, it might anger you a little bit too. Here's a pro tip. You did not need a new Leica. I agree. I needed an old Leica, and that's what I got. Thank you. How can I make more documentaries? Speaking of dollar signs, I may be partnering up with a company I partnered up with years ago, but there was no money involved. Obviously, a lot has changed and the channel has grown. So hopefully, I'm trying to make it happen. And if it does happen, oh my God, it's going to be the perfect partnership. And hopefully they confirm the rate that I'm asking, because it will allow me to make even more of those videos that I did on my reservation. That's what I fucking just here, like it's crazy because on YouTube, I know a lot of people come on here dreaming of being a feature film maker and blah, blah, blah. I'm slowly falling out of love with making feature films, and I just want to make films and put them fucking anywhere. I don't care if they're in the fucking movie theater, on your iPhone screen, your TV screen, as long as it's not on an Android screen. I'm kidding. But yeah, this is going to be a beautiful partnership. Yeah, hopefully it works, because this is the direction I want to take the channel. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing you know, sponsored geared videos and stuff. I'm tired of doing them myself. Yeah, I shouldn't say I'm tired of doing them myself, but I'm bored. And that's a personal issue though. I get extremely bored easily, which is why I have so many hobbies and cameras and film stuff. I didn't get what you mean by tint in the white balance. So I don't know which Leica you have, but on the M bodies, the latest M bodies, you can put into auto white balance, and then they have a white balance adjustment. And there's like a cross, And in that cross, you have your RGB values, and you can shift the white balance into that. So I think I've been keeping it auto and then doing it into that warmer tonality. You got to update your thing. That hazard brain part hit me so bad. Yeah, dude. I gotta keep it a buck. Gotta keep it a buck. Yeah, the EV1. Yeah. So when Leica sent us out to Italy, that was one of the things that they teased to us. And I got the beta firmware on the EV1 around then. I think I got it on accident. I don't recall. Make sure your EV1's up to date, the firmware, and you'll get that. And if you just go on the white balance settings, you'll see there's a white balance tint adjustment or white balance adjustment, something like that. You can shift it into whatever tone you want. Yeah, it's a super fucking dope feature. It's one of those features that instantly became like a constant use. All right, well, there's 55 people in here. I want to show you guys a photo book that has really influenced me over the past few months. A huge shout out to Matt Day. Matt Day he showed it on one of his lives. If you guys don't know who Matt Day is, he's one of the film legends here on YouTube. Highly recommend going to check out his channel. But this is the photo book that he shared. Let me get it real quick. Which one is it? Oh, it's that one. Sweet. It's the last one I was using. I think he was showing this on his... He was either showing it on his live or he recommended it to me during his live. His lives are dope, guys. Again, go check out his channel, Matt Day, and go subscribe to him. Let me change some of this shite up. Let's go back to full frame. Let me close this down a little bit. Probably just go to manual focus. Okay. And my robot vacuum's going. I got a new robot vacuum and it's a game changer. I've been watching my mom's dog for the past few months and she sheds just as much as my dog. So it's been a fucking nightmare in this house with the dog hair. Okay, let me see if this is the best way of doing this. So this book, maybe I do it like this. Hang on, hold up y'all. There's gotta be a better way I could showcase this book. There's gotta be a better way. Let me see. Give you guys a little teaser here. So we can probably close that down a little bit more. Wait, I know what we can do. Hold up. Hold up one goddamn minute. You guys know what's funny is a lot of people, I get some comments of, why is this guy trying to do a fake cowboy voice in my voiceovers? But if you were to ever hear me speak in a more gentle voice, not me trying to, you know, project, that's what my voice sounds like. And obviously, I'm trying to create cool shit. So I might have a little sauce on it. Jesus Christ, what am I doing here? Anyways, okay. So you guys can see, this book is by William Albert. This is Portraits of America. So the reason I got so excited for this book here was because the color on this. When you guys see the color in this book, you're going to think this was shot digitally and color graded or some weird mix of modern day film. A lot of this shit was shot in the 70s, I think. And Matt Day educated me. Again, Matt Day is like a film expert. He educated me. He was shooting on, what was it? The Leica Kodachrome or Ektachrome or something like that. The slide film that Kodak used to make, which they do not make anymore, sadly. But I wish they did because you guys will see the tones in this. So Portraits of America right here. Already, we got a banger shot right here. Hang on, y'all. Let's figure this out. Let me boost up the ISO on this. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying. Okay. And then let me kill the rim light real quick. Okay. There we go. Now we can probably see what the hell I'm trying to do. Bear with me. I appreciate most of you guys staying here. All right. I have space now. So you'll see his work was very contrasty. Very contrasty. But absolutely just stunning. This is just the first shot, okay? Gotta move the Canon QL, the Canonet. Again, the quality of the prints in here, mind-blowing. Like, look at this. This looks straight out of a freaking movie. This makes no sense. 1979 he shot this. Why does this shit look like some expert DP lit this and shot it on, you know, modern day film, but expertly color graded? No, this was shot back in 1979. Does that not blow your guys' mind? Because it's blowing my mind. Here we go. Let me make sure we're focused here. Yep. So let's go through it. Again, this is why I started. I got a shit ton of Ektachrome, which is E6 slide film from Kodak. And Matt Days, the thanks for all that. So this is the whole Amish series. Beautiful work. I'm not as intrigued with the Amish series just because I'm not interested. It's that plain and simple. But you can see just tons of just, it's insane. Like, I know people are scared of AI right now and everybody wants to be a filmmaker and director and DP, but guys, photography is important. If this was captured on video, we would not be looking at this. But the fact that it's on a photo book and I can just sit down and have a moment with it and just, you know, use my own imagination, which is more powerful than sitting down and consuming something that you're being told, AKA films, which good films don't do that. But yeah, just like, look at this. I love how fucking contrasty it is and how bold the colors are. It's insane. This was shot in, I don't think it's saying, this is probably in the 70s or 80s as well. So I'm just blown away by the color because again, when this was shot, it almost looks like he was editing this or something. So I don't know what his process was. I would love to find out more about it. Obviously back then, you know, they were using the dark room. So he was definitely doing some sauce in the dark room. I just want to know what. Because there's a warmth to all of his photographs here. Like this, absolutely stunning. And it's beautiful because the blacks are inky, but there's still a matteness to them. Like this is the look that I've been chasing myself for a while now. And so seeing this book really is just inspiring me. Like, look at that. You don't see contrast like this these days. Our digital cameras are there's so much fucking dynamic range. And so it's funny because you have people saying, oh, the Canon 5D Mark II, you know, it was the closest digital camera to look like film and blah, blah, blah. I think a lot of people think that because of the lack of dynamic range that sensor had. So you're forced to embrace contrast. So I think contrast is a lost art. Ooh, that's a YouTube video. Let me write that shit down. 1 second, guys. Let me write that down. That's a bar. Contrast is a lost art form. None of you motherfuckers better take that. All right. This looks like a modern day shot that Boot Barnes' team out in the OC would fly out to Montana to shoot. Like this, his cowboy series is just fucking insane. Let me turn autofocus back on. I don't know how this Blazer Talon 35 is gonna work on here. I haven't tested it out fully. But yeah, you guys can see like that is just, literally, that looks like a modern day piece of art. And again, shot in 1979. It makes no sense. I'm truly blown away. This looks like, again, this looks like modern day work almost. And yeah, just, and there's almost like a bleach bypass type look, but it's still thick in color. So I don't, maybe it was just a film stock. I don't know. I really want to know if he was doing any special stuff in the dark room. My God, it's so fucking good. Is looking at this stuff, and I could still see the chat, guys. Looking at a photo book like this, is this inspiring you? Does this not make you want to rush out your fucking door and go find a subject that's just packed of color and textures and just photograph it, create photographs? And on top of that, does it not make you want to just get an old film camera and just to go shoot film? Is it just me? Or are you guys are you guys feeling that too? My God, look at that color, guys. Like literally, I'm so confused on how he's getting like this hardcore film look, but it looks like modern day quality. It's insane. It is so fucking, it literally blows me away. You know what? I might get a bottle of wine tonight and just look through some of my photo books, honestly. This is like therapy for me. It's like meditate. Like this shit. Look at this shit. What the fuck? 1972. This was 1979. It's wild. Like, I'm in awe of this guy's work. Insane, 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 insane. I've shot very similar photographs like this over here during brandings. It don't look anything this good. It looks nothing, it looks nothing close as good as that. And even if I shot it on film, like, oh, I just saw this little detail. There's a man in the far back, right between these two guys here. Can you see that? Ah. This is another video I'm gonna start working on is rangefinders, like why rangefinders will get you to start shooting differently, because you're not distracted by bokeh and lens compression or any of that. And you have to kind of get close. You have to get closer to your subjects into the mix. So it's similar to my filmmaking, my camera style when I'm doing more filmmaking stuff. And that's, you know, I try to get as close as I can to the action and follow the movement. Like this, guys, this literally looks like a modern day fucking image. This is insane. After we go through this, I'm gonna do research and see what he was shooting on. I think he was shooting on Leicas. But I think he had a couple of different cameras. Like this, God. This is literally making me want to run out the door and just go shoot a roll of film. But I don't have anything cool like this near me. It's kind of sad because here in Southern California where I live, when I grew up, you know, there was ranches around and cattle and stuff. There's still a little bit of cattle around in my hometown next to here. But now, you know, it's mainly rich people who own the ranches out here. And there's zero access to them. And they're not doing cowboy shit on there either more too. So, fuck, look at that, guys. That's just incredible. You guys can't see it, but in person, there's like some blue tones to it. My LUT's destroying the image here, but like that, just incredible. Look how freaking saturated that is, but none of the colors breaking. It feels like a painting with how saturated and bold this is. Like all these shots. This is a book that you guys have to see in real life. Uh-oh, don't look at that. What did I skip here? We're not gonna go through the whole thing, but I just wanna, come on. Oh, look at that, guys. Again, 1979, and it confuses my brain because I feel like this could have been shot in a modern day. But at the same time, it feels old, it feels vintage. So I don't know, it genuinely, my brain's like, what am I looking at here? Also guys, while we're going through this, I highly recommend getting yourself some photo books. Find photographers that represent the type of photography you like and buy their books. It doesn't matter if they're alive or dead. And yeah. It's more inspiring than fucking being on Instagram. Leyland asked what the book's called again. So this is it right here. Portraits of America. I don't remember if the photographer was this William guy or this Richard Ford guy. Because I posted and someone was like, no, that's not the photographer. So I don't know why there's two names on there, but yeah. Let me see, let's skip to a section here. look at the color. Insane. Yeah, he has a whole baseball series. It looks great, but I'm personally not intrigued with baseball. Every Dodger game I've been to, they lost, so. But yeah, you guys can see like just the color. It's truly like, I wish I could get color like this, but I just don't know. Again, I don't know. Like, oh, these shots, these are iconic right here. Just stunning. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Yeah, I feel bad that you guys can't see the color as well through the stream. But yeah, you'll just have to go buy it. I'll put an affiliate link in there. Insane. 1995. Oh, I'm actually not sure if I've been through this part of the book. Crazy. I haven't. Okay, I'm gonna have to say that for myself. Ooh, more cowboy shit. When was this shot? There's no dates on this part. I'm about to wrap up the book, guys. I just want to see. Like, that's crazy. Guys, I'm so fucking excited for summer. I'm trying to move back out to LA. Oh, this is dope. This is Oregon. I was on I can't say what the brand was, but they're based in Germany. No, it wasn't Leica. But I was talking to the brand rep. And oftentimes when I'm talking to brand reps, look at that. Look at that color. Oftentimes when I'm talking to brand reps, our Zoom calls go from, you know, talking about business to talking about life and politics and whatever. And what was I about to say? I saw something that inspired me to share something with you guys, but I don't remember. Oh, it wasn't that important. Just the way he said Oregon. Again, he was German. He's like Oregon, Oregon. I was like, I never heard it like that. Anyways, let's go through the chat before I wrap this up. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm probably going to do a full-on dedicated video on that book and slide film. Yes, please and thank you. Hit that like button. Thank you, bro. Looking out for me. Kodachrome, back in the day. Today we only have Ektachrome left. That's what it's called. It's Kodachrome. It confused me because Kodak has new film stocks called I'm gonna get the flashlight too. Kodak has new film stocks called Kodacolor. And I was very confused when this came out because I was like, wait, did they bring back Kodachrome? No. But again, my brain was like, what's happening? Let me turn down this ISO again. There we go. How to get out of that? There we go. So yeah, Kodak released this new film called Kodacolor, newish, I guess I should say. And yeah, I was very confused at first because I was like, wait, that's not what I thought it was. Yeah, huh? I wonder how many DPs are aware of this photographer. Also, anybody in the chat, is it William Albert Allard or is this Richard Ford? Who's the photographer of that? I don't know why there's two names on the cover of it. Yeah, it's not about the gear. I am guilty of that though, where I see a beautiful photograph or a video or iconic photograph or certain photographers who work, I'm like, oh my God, that's insane. I am guilty of researching what gear they used and being influenced by that. So I get it, but it's also because, you know, I've learned by getting more into rangefinders that while gear doesn't matter, it does matter. As we all know, the nuanced conversation of it is, you know, the way I shoot the rangefinder and the images I get with the rangefinder are drastically different than when I'm using an SLR or a mirrorless camera. So I don't know, maybe that's another video idea. Man, I'm on one right now. Let's see. Let me add that. Wait, what was it I just said? God, guys, my brain. If only you guys knew how like just chaotic I am. Something about, let me just do a voice note. Does camera gear matter? Proof that camera gear matters. How different camera gear can change your photography. I don't know. I'll just put all those notes for now and I'll circle back later. That's how I come up with ideas. It's literally how I write songs. Something just pops in my mind and I have to jot it down because it's fleeting. I'll forget it instantly. And then when I'm feeling that emotion again, I'll dive back in. Yep. Colors are insane. Yeah, that other video title we came out with, yeah. Again, I wish financially, I could be financially on autopilot because there's so many videos of stoic ideas that I would love to do, but I can't afford the time to make them, if that makes sense. So, you know, I'm working on it. Hey, I call dibs. Made the jump and grabbed the talent after watching your video like 4 times. Hope it treats me well, as the Remus did. Fortunate but unfortunate. Blazer's US Kitchens, 20 minutes from me, will be in danger when they have the 35 available. Dude, I just passed them today. I've been in their office multiple times. So that's cool. You are nearby. Are you a furry? Is that what I'm seeing in their profile picture, bro? Are you a furry? Can you explain more of this? It's foreign, a foreign concept to me. I am streaming on the Viper 35mm. So that's what you're seeing right there. And then obviously this one was the 35, or no, am I on the 50? I think it's a 35, can't see from here. And then the ZR over here has the Talon 35mm on there. That's what the close-up was, which I think the 35 looks even better than the 50. If that made sense, I don't know. How's the Rangefinder holding up? I picked one up and trying to decide if I should take it further apart or clean it out. It's pretty clean. Honestly, I haven't used this though in maybe like a year or two. It's been a while since I've used this one. And this is the 3rd one I've owned. I've owned multiple of these. It's one of those things where I'm like, I'm not using it for a while, so I might as well sell it and get something else. But this one I've just held on to. I'm like, I learned my lesson just to fucking keep it. And I actually really like this version I have because of the brassing on there. So although that was on there before I got it, I definitely added a lot more to it. Dude, I wish they would make Kodachrome, but I guess Kodachrome took special development. Like they had special labs and there was a certain way of doing it. And I guess the developing was a bigger part of the color than the actual film itself. So there was like specialists that had to develop it. So I don't think we'll ever get it back, but maybe one day Kodak will emulate it in a film stock. I don't know. I kind of hope, there's one guy here on YouTube, I forgot what his channel name is. I hate him though. His videos are great, but I remember one time he made a video about why Peter McKinnon is bad for film. And it was the biggest small dick energy video I've ever seen. Like, how can you be pro film, but get mad when one of the largest creators on YouTube in our space is embracing film? Because that's just going to get way more people interested in shooting film, and that's how we fucking keep film alive. That's how we bring new film stocks into the conversation. That's how we keep the industry alive for film. Who would have an issue with that? Again, crazy small dick energy. I forgot what the guy's name is. And it's a bummer because he does make solid videos sometimes, and other times his small dick just comes back up into the conversation. It's just, he makes a stupid, just weird video. Yeah, the cowboy thing is not my jam, but this is amazing. Waiting for the Midwest Spring to take out the Canon P. About to grab the book now. Yeah, guys, I literally highly recommend this book. Jericho was even in awe of it. And this actually got Jericho into the slide look as well because, oh fuck, I forgot. We never finished that video. I bought Jericho a M240 just as a thank you for all the help he's given me over the years. And I think it was like $2,000 or $2,400. It's a digital Leica. And when we went to my reservation to film that video, I let him use my Q343, which I was terrified to because Jericho is known for breaking stuff. And luckily, I don't think he broke it. Hopefully not. But he said, he's like, I don't want a Q3 anymore. He's like, I like the look that I'm getting on the M240 more. So there's something about the look of that. But anyways, he saw this book before that. And yeah, he's like hooked on the slide film look as well now. Now that I'm developing at home too, I want to experiment more slide as well. Using a rangefinder going back into photography for the fun of it. Cliche, but I burned myself out shooting jobs to the point that I couldn't enjoy it anymore. Dude, I'm right fucking there with you. I'm telling you, there's even an interview I did like 2 or 3 years ago, and it was with a bunch of photographers, and they were being very kind and you know, giving me compliments and stuff. And I'm looking back, I feel bad because I'm like, guys, I find photography incredibly boring. Like, I'm over photography. It's become overly easy for me, and it's just the same thing over and over and over. On the gear side of things, the innovation has died out. And then at some point, you know, I've dabbled in film since I was 18, on and off. But at some point, I tried a Leica, and I don't recall what clicked for me to buy a Leica, but I remember the moment that I fell in love with the Leica. And it's exactly what you just said, dude. I was so burnt out and careless about photography. I was over it. I just thought it was so boring and lame. And then getting a rangefinder. And again, this isn't about Leica, guys, but it could be a rangefinder. It could even be this Canon QL17 that you buy for a few $100. Any rangefinder. You know, just getting that feeling, whether it's film or digital, and Fujifilm, you get a hint of it. But for some reason, Leica, the way Leica does it, it's a real experience. But yeah, getting back hands-on with it and making my physical side more involved with creating the photograph somehow got my mental side more involved in creating the photograph. So rangefinders can be a bitch to use though. You know, they are not the easiest things to use. But again, that's a part of it. It's you know, us as humans have rushed into convenience, you know, making our life more convenient. But at some point, I feel like the creative art side of humanity went a little bit too convenient. And next thing you know, we lost that human side of creating a photograph. So there's the other side of the argument of, you know, again, the gear doesn't matter and any camera works and blah, blah, blah. That's true. But when you're doing it full time, that starts changing a little bit. This year, and also have your entire winter. Where are you based out, brother? Allard, also shown Polaroid. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look that up. What's the full book name? If you could put it in the chat for all of us. Did I hear a fart? I don't think so. I'm not embarrassed by a fart. Dude, I love to go to Iceland. I just hate the cold. So if there's a warm one, a warm month. Kodachrome Kodachrome color, yes. Yep. Yeah, I know, it's sad. I don't think I ever will. Oh, okay. Richard Ford wrote, only the foreword says the internet. Oh, so Richard Ford made the book, but William Albert Allard shot the photographs? Is that what I'm getting? A little bit egotistical for Richard Ford to put his name on it. At least put on the inside of the cover, not the fucking front of it. Ektachrome. Yeah, I've been shooting, that's what I've been shooting is Ektachrome. Absolutely love it. I don't love that the dynamic range sucks ass on it, but yeah. Allard, Richard Ford. Allard, okay, Allard's the photographer name. Richard Ford's the writer. Got it. Well, the way camera gear changed my way of photography is pretty simple. I shoot so many on a smartphone that I had the feeling photos became inflationary. Now I do, Jesus Christ, move mouse. I do everything manual and I love it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good way of putting it, inflationary of you know, we became when you shoot film, even on a rangefinder, but more so when you shoot film, you know, it's more, you have to practice a little bit of that stoicism of what's the word I'm looking for? Gluttony. It's like photography has become a part of gluttony, where before you had to kind of work for it and you had to be patient and wait for it, you know, work and wait for it. So yeah, you're right. Camera sales have plummeted too, by the way, guys, since 2010 or something like that. Tony Northup just talked about it. But Provia is not being made either though, right? Best part of Kodachrome is how long the slides last, which is impressive. You know, overexposed. M7 is underrated. Benj, what's up, brother? Guys, Benj, it's hilarious because we have a group chat and there's like 7 or 8 of us in it. There's a lot of times where any of us will ask, hey, do you guys know about this or that? And then Benj has a video on it every fucking time. He's been in the game for a minute and he's been through it all. But Ben said M7 is underrated. Being able to actually use aperture priority on a Leica is kind of epic. Yeah, dude, that's literally why I got it. Super excited. The M7 is going to become my workhorse now. And then the MP is going to be my vacation camera, basically. I probably shouldn't have said that. I don't go on vacations, but more so if I have a day of shooting something where I'm not going to be thrashing on my camera like I have been on the MP, because again, I will show you guys how fucking destroyed my MP has gotten. Let me raise this ISO back up. Ooh, that's overexposed. But just so I could show you guys some of the details on here. You can see all of this. Let me take this lens off so it doesn't focus on it. That good old Leica Noctilux. So you guys can see, hopefully, all of this. These aren't boogers, don't worry. This is scratches. Big old scratch up on here. Again, this is what Leicas are made for, is to be beaten on. But, you know, at the rate that I was going on this, I was like, I might I might destroy this camera. And I do not want to destroy it, that's for sure. I want to enjoy it for a long time. But you know, these Leicas are made so you can, you know, be a little bit destructive on them. But yeah, that's the MP. I'll show you guys a close-up of the M7 again. I think I was asking Benj about this too. Benj, was I texting you about this? I have a few buddies I always go to. So again, here's the M7. Yeah, beautiful. Also, I never owned a silver Leica. I owned a titanium one. I wish I got the titanium in this, but that shit's like fucking $20,000. Yo boy's too broke for that. Is it YouTube guy overexposed? I don't know what you're talking about, bud. Those kind of people suck. They just do what they increase it. Yeah, not very well. Just another expensive hobby that's very art-centered and very anti-AI, which is a plus. Got the Peter L. book. Great recommendation. Have you ever checked out David Yarrow's work? His book, Storytelling, has interesting pieces. No, but I'll save that right now. What was it called? David Yarrow. All right, it's on my Google. Check it out. And I'm happy to hear you are enjoying that Peter Lindbergh book. Absolutely love that book. That's his name, Overexposed. Over a year ago, he makes videos with AI. I pointed out falsehoods he spreads and he deleted my comment, useless. Yeah, dude, I went off on him and I'm pretty sure he hid my channel. I even DM'd him and I pretty much gave it to him. So yeah, and it sucks because sometimes he makes great videos and other times I'm like, dude, what the fuck's your issue? Like, get a life, get a girlfriend, boyfriend, or whatever you like. I don't care, but fucking stop being a loser. But yeah, that's a channel name, Overexposed. Chicago. I want to visit Chicago someday. But yeah, again, it looks too fucking cold there for me. Again, guys, it was like 91 degrees and I was in LA today and I was loving it. Oh my God. Name, Ports of America by William Albert, photographer forward by. Okay, so guys, the book we went over, that's what it's called right there. So screenshot that if you need to. Film properly. My M10 is amazing, but I might jump to film RF. Definitely want to try developing my own film too. Yeah, dude, you're on the same wave I'm on. Part of me wants to sell my M11. I do have the glossy black version though, and I'll lose a lot of money on it currently if I was to sell it. I'm gonna keep it though. I feel like I should probably keep it. But yeah. A1 back in service has been loaded. Dude, that's sick. Sadly, my family didn't have any cool cameras like that growing up. We had a lot of VHS video cameras and stuff, which we don't have anymore. CPU says gear doesn't matter with all the freaking expensive and high level cams and lenses and light, like 7-inch Master. Well, see, bud, the difference is though, those same people, if they earned that gear in terms of, you know, they've been shooting for a while and they made money off of shooting and they built their way up to that type of gear, which that's my story. You could still put a Canon T2i in my hand and I'll still shoot the same photograph. Image quality wise, it might not be on par, but posting to like social media and shit, you're not gonna see a difference. So, that's why we say gear doesn't matter, but obviously gear choice can differ. Yeah, Benj makes incredible videos where I make just like fluff pieces, like cinematic fluff pieces that are more so just me sharing my how inspired I am by the item. Benj actually does proper videos showing you differences and comparisons and quality and all that. Ooh, those are fighting words, bro. M7's a real shooter's camera. That's why I like them. Yeah, I'm not gonna get involved in that. I'll let you say that. I may or may not agree. Watch so many Benj videos too. May have influenced my Leica intrigue a fair amount. Benj, look at all this love you're getting here, brother. That's well loved. Yeah. Again, though, I do feel a little bit guilty about how beat up my MP is. Every time I see other people's MPs, they're like pristine, and then mine just looks like I threw into the freaking dryer with a bunch of rocks. Yeah, I'm starting to love, I used to hate silver lenses. I'm starting to love them though. Let me show you guys some lenses real quick before I start wrapping up this live. Where'd the other lens go? Am I tripping? Where the fuck did I put that thing? Might be in my bag. Hold up, y'all. I do have a new bag coming soon. This one's by Clever Supply. This thing is great. Once I get the new bags, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it yet, but once I get the new bags in, they're probably gonna be my main bags. But in the times where I'm like, you know, this bag might get a little bit destroyed, this thing will be able to hold up. And I won't mind as much if it gets tore up. I don't think Todd over at Clever Supply will care. I think he'll probably embrace it. So, a couple of silver lenses real quick, since someone brought it up. I guess we'll talk about it. This lens is one of my all-time favorites. This is the Leica Summicron 90mm. This thing was made in the 1960s and is still incredibly fucking sharp, which makes no sense. I bought this while I was in Italy. So this was like a romantic purchase. Also, I find it funny that, you know, there's a lot of don't be romantic about gear. I was like that at one point too, but that was when I was more focused on the work aspect of photography. But when it comes to the art side, it's okay to be romantic about gear. You know, this is a art form, and art can be romantic or destructive or whatever. And so again, I've been doing photography since I was 18, guys, 18 years old. I'm now 35 years old, almost 20 years now. I know we have older gentlemen in this group chat or this chat right now, but you know, 20 years of shooting. And at some point, you know, I've accepted that the romance of being, what's the word? There's a word, it's not coming to mind right now. But just, you know, a little swoony over how you acquired a piece of gear and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, so I got this in Italy when I was on that trip with Leica, which off the bat, I was just blown away that I was on a trip with Leica in Italy for my first time ever. So I bought this, and yeah, I've been absolutely loving this. Again, it's crazy how fucking sharp these vintage glass are. I did buy another lens as well. Let me grab that. This is a, where'd she go? Oh, is that it? Oh, that's it. So this is also another 1960s type lens. This is not a lens, this is a flashlight. Again, Talon 35mm, the autofocus version on the Nikon ZR. Oof, fucking love this lens. Anyways, so this lens is also a 1960s lens. This is a 135mm f4. They did eventually come out the 2.8, but it's black and more modern looking. This one has a little bit more swirliness into it, so that's why I got this. But yeah, let's throw it on the new M7 here. This is probably gonna be beautiful. Silver on silver. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks straight out of the fucking 70s. Yeah, this is dope. You guys can see too, well, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like leather texture up on here and all that. But yeah, absolutely love this. This lens is also incredibly sharp. I do think they had an APO version way back in the 70s or 80s, and incredibly sharp. So pretty freaking cool. I just got that one off eBay though. Nothing special on how I got that. M7 reissue win, Leica. You think they will? I don't know if they would reissue that. I feel like people are loving that M6. I don't know if the M7 reissue is needed. And there's still probably a lot of, well, there's a lot of black M7s on the market. The silvers were hard to find. Bro, what are you talking about? I've had this. I've had this camera for a while now. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? We have 17 Fahrenheit here. Oh, hell no. I was literally thinking about, I want to go visit like a headquarters at some point. But yeah, your boy ain't going if it's that cold. Fuck that. GFX, because I can't be in the financial rabbit hole. Kofi, you're rich, bro. You could buy Leica. Do it. See, guys, Kofi's Leica curious. Kofi at NAB. You already know I'm going to have some Leicas on me. Summilux 35 1.4 FLE. I have not, but I own the FLE 2. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I got it purely when the EV1 came out for the close focus, but I never really loved the look of that lens. But I don't know if you saw it, I do have the new 35mm Noctilux. They ended up letting me keep it. I know, fucking crazy. This thing is insane. I did a video on it. If you didn't see it, recommend going to watch it. So I spent a lot of money to make it. I think I spent $4 or $5 grand making that video, which you probably won't see that much money in the video. So, but it was fun to make. It's just because I paid Jericho so much to help me film. I have to go, Cam. All the best from Scotland. Bro, thank you for tuning in. I haven't been to Scotland. I've been to Ireland, and it was amazing. Everybody's so fucking kind and talented, too. Fluffers are also needed in this world. That's true. Appreciate it. Snowbanks. That wasn't me, bro. That was Tal Bussy. That was Grandpa Tal Bussy. Yes, it's M out, first generation 90 f2. Yeah, absolutely love that lens. Yeah, they do look a little bit funky. I did get a 180mm R lens, and I was adapting to it. And, you know, that was why I originally got into the R system, was looking at that lens and using it on the M. It's usable, but it's unwieldy. Also, guys, before I pop off, hit the like button just to do it. Yeah, and so next thing you know, I was like, God damn, I should have just got the Elmar. So that long silver lens I ended up getting anyways. I think in the M7 is too much electronics for Leica to resurrect it. Yeah, I think that might be a thing. I had a conversation. I probably shouldn't disclose it. But yeah. And your car is not the same. I know. I know. Brother, we are toxic human beings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bring in the SL3 TLNI. I won't say I won't try it. Kofi, let me just say though, the SL system, the Q system is not the Leica experience. They're amazing cameras. I love the Q system. The SLs are tanks, but the Leica experience that a lot of us talk about is actually with the M system. So that's what you got to try. Like anytime someone goes, oh, I want to get the Leica experience, somebody, should I get the SL or the Q? I'm like, no, no, no. You're already on the wrong track. Granted, you know, they're great cameras still, but to get the real Leica experience, you got to get an M body, M lens, all manual, film or digital. Kofi, you would probably like the digital one more, but yeah. Nocta looks way better than FLE2. If you want another 35, it's better to try out something like double spur from. Yeah, I would agree with that. Again, the rendering of the FLE2, my Leica buddies who like the more modern look love the FLE2. But my buddies who like the more vintage look love the Noctilux more. But yeah, that double spherical from Light Lens Lab looks insane. If I wasn't already drowning in 35 millimeters, I probably would have gotten one of those. Damn, you hear that, Kofi? Kofi, you reading that? You reading that, dog? Not do with the Sigma. No, I would never. I could care less about that lens from Sigma. Sigma makes great stuff, but they don't make inspiring stuff, I would say. Bro, thank you for the super chat. I didn't even realize there was a super chat. Fucking, oh my God, fucking $50? Bro, thank you. I'm getting dinner with that tonight. That's crazy. I don't know why, guys, I get a little misty eye when I get super chats like this because I understand people have to work hard for the money. And for you just to throw your money at me like this, it's insane. It's humbling. Thank you. I'm going to read it before I get misty eyed. A little bit for all the inspiration and knowledge. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Keep going. I appreciate that. Love you, man. Thank you for that. Hey, Cam, joined late. But question, I'm planning on getting my first Leica and I'm loving the Leica M Type 240. Have you tried it? Yes. If you didn't see it, I'm assuming you didn't, so you came in late. I bought Jericho, the guy who's been helping me on commercial shoots all the way to YouTube shoots for the past 5 or 6 years now. So I bought him an M240 as a gift, as a thank you. I've never done anything kind like that for him. So I was like, maybe it's about time I do something fucking nice for somebody. Let me turn on my backlight again, even though we're about to end this live here shortly. Yeah. I remember when I bought it, low key, I was like, do I want to give this to Jericho or do I want to keep this? So honestly, now after trying the M240, I kind of wish I got the M240 instead of the M11. I know it's kind of wild to say, but yeah. The M stuff's, or the M system's the real Leica stuff. The Q is just normal, good camera with the dash of Leica magic. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Bro, it's, I have like 4 or 5 Leica friends now where anytime we text each other, it results in just emptying bank accounts, sadly. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, guys. M version. I'm not sure. Last I heard, they were working on something. They shifted their focus onto something even better. So I forgot what I was told, and also I don't know what I'm allowed to say. So it's probably best that I did forget what they told me. But yeah. M10P Safari or M11P Safari? Oh, can't decide. Ooh, I don't know, bro. They're both expensive, so zero clue. I kind of regret. No, I don't. I like that I got the black paint. Yeah, I don't know. I would ask Dave Herring. Dave Herring owns the M11 Safari, and he's also very educated on Leica stuff. So I would go DM Dave Herring. Feel free to tell him that I told you to go annoy him. So be obnoxious as possible. Yeah, just spit everywhere. Preacher Cam definitely getting it now. Getting what? I don't remember what we talked about. Leica super expensive, ouch. Leica Curious is the beginning of the end. Yeah, once you get one Leica, it's the end of your bank account, because it never stops at one, sadly. That's why you need to look for deals on the used market. Yeah, most of my Leica shit has been used. The only thing I bought new was the M11 glossy black paint, which is probably the dumbest thing to buy new. What else did I buy new? I think that's it. I think that's the only thing. Oh, EV1. EV1, the M11. So two of the most expensive fucking things I bought brand new. Did the film you developed recently turn out well? Sorry, came in so late here. Yes. So in that film developing video, I showed some images. I didn't put any text over it because I assumed people would get the context that those were the shots. But as you saw, if you did see that, they turned out perfect. I was shocked myself. Coming to Australia so we can be like a friend. I've always been intrigued to go to Australia, and I hope someday I get to go. With that, it is time. This went way longer than I expected. I thought we were gonna go 30 minutes. We are an hour and almost 18 minutes in now. So I need to clean all this shite up. It is a disaster in my house right now. I need to get to cleaning. I didn't do anything today. I didn't get any work done. I just went and bought a Leica. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Fucking thank you for that super chat, dude. You did not have to do that, and I know you knew you didn't have to do that, so I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time on the random live show here. The Rambler Show. That's what we're calling it.